Alright guys, we're going to start chapter 7.5, which is parts of a similar triangle notes. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what these theorems are. So the first theorem, we have the special segments of similar triangles. So if two triangles are similar, the lengths of the corresponding altitudes are proportional to the lengths of the corresponding angles. Okay? The second one is if two triangles are similar, the lengths of the corresponding angle bisectors are proportional to the lengths of corresponding angles. And then the last one says if two triangles are similar, the length of the corresponding mediums are proportional to the length of the corresponding sides. So one is talking about angles, one is talking about angle bisectors, and the other one is talking about mediums. So let's go ahead and look at example 1. So in example 1, it says that both triangles are similar, so we need to find the value of x. Well, since AP and FQ are corresponding angle bisectors, and AB and FD are corresponding sides, this proves that they are similar triangles. And since they are similar triangles, we can use proportions. So we have that AP over FQ is equal to AB over FD. Well, we're trying to find AP because AP is the value of x. So we have x over 8 is equal to 15 over 12. So if I cross multiply, I have 12x equals 8 times 15. Well, 8 times 15 is 120, so I have 12x is equal to 120. And if I divide both sides by 12, I have x is equal to 10. And that is my answer. Okay. Let's look at the next example here, which is a real-world problem. Liliana holds her arm straight out in front of her with her elbow straight and her thumb pointing up. Closing one eye, she aligns one edge of her thumb with the car she is sighting. Next, she switches eyes without moving her head or thumb, and the car appears to jump 4 car widths. If Liliana's arm is about 10 times longer than the distance between her eyes, and the car is about 5.5 feet wide, estimate the distance from her thumb to the car. So first we have this diagram here, and this diagram is illustrating what's happening. So we assume that if Liliana's thumb is straight in front of her, then QC is the altitude of triangle ABC. Likewise, PC is the corresponding altitude. We assume that AB is parallel to DF. Well, since they are parallel and our angles are congruent, we can confirm that both triangles are similar by AA similarity, which means we can write a proportion. So we have PC over QC equal to AB over DF. PC is 10, QC we don't know, AB is 1, and DF is 5.5 times 4. Okay, so now what we need to do is cross multiply. So we have 10 times 5.5 times 4 is equal to 1 times x, which is x. Well, if we multiply all those numbers together, we get 220 is equal to x. So that means the car is about 220 feet away from her thumb. Let's go ahead and look at this theorem here. It says an angle bisector is a triangle An angle bisector in a triangle separates the opposite sides into two segments that are proportional to the lengths of the other sides. So we're going to use this theorem to do example 3. In example 3, it wants us to find x. Since RT is an angle bisector of triangle QRS, you can use the theorem above to write a proportion. So we have QT is equal to QR over ST equal to SR. So let's plug everything in. QT is x, ST is 18 minus x, QR is 6, SR is 14. Now we're going to cross multiply. 14 times x is equal to 6 times 18 minus x. So we're going to distribute this 6, and we get 14x is equal to 108 minus 6x. I'm going to add 6x to the other side, and I get 20x is equal to 108. If I divide by 20, I get x is equal to 5.4, and that is my answer. Okay, and that concludes the notes for 7.5.